and on WDLB, WOSQ.com. This evening, it's the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils facing the Green Bay Post 11 Shockers in the opening contest of the Eau Claire River City Baseball Classic. I'm Gene Delisio. Good to have you with us for Legion Baseball today here on WDLB. A rather warm, kind of humid, but very bright sunny day here in western Wisconsin. This is the first of a series of games that will be played here at Carson Park this weekend. 2 games tonight, 5 on Saturday, and 3 more on Sunday as part of this annual tournament here in Eau Claire. The Marshfield Blue Devils come in this ball game with a record of 7 wins and 10 losses. Marshfield a winner last time out on Wednesday evening, knocking off Wausau 11-1. Marshfield now has won their last 3 ball games and 4 of their last 5. Before that, they had lost 5 in a row, but things doing better for the Marshfield Blue Devils at this stage of the year as they head towards postseason. That tournament, all 2 Michigan schools, Marquette, Escanaba, and Gladstone. Neelsville's Cole Hediger on the mound for the Marshfield Post 54 Ball Club tonight. He'll be opposed by Green Bay's Trevor Olmsted. Now, our pregame report this afternoon here on WDLB, sponsored by the Baltus Bread and Butter Shops in central Wisconsin. Stop by their location on North Central Avenue in Marshfield and fill your gas tank at the Marshfield Tiger or Columbus Don's Pride Pump. When you do so, 2 cents per gallon is donated to that school system. That's at the Baltus location on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. We'll come back to Carson Park in Eau Claire and more of our pregame report following these messages.
Special celebration and a special celebration calls for nothing but the best. Premium Pepco Roses. Hi, this is Liz from Pepco Fall Company. Tonight, you not to forget that special day that make it memorable with beautiful roses and fresh flowers. Call 387-1139 and order with premium Pepco Roses. Pepco Fall Company. Open Monday through Friday, 5:30 and 7:16 till noon. Pepco, of course, help you celebrate your birthday.
Hey everybody, I want to tell you about your local TV expert, South Electronics Dish TV. We have technology, value, and customer satisfaction on board TV. But it's not your education big ones for all. Upgrade your TV experience and start saving with Dish today. Drop by South Electronics in Chile today. Or call them 715-683-2588 or visit them on the web at southtelectronics.com. South Electronics is your locally owned and operated and trusted satellite TV expert.
Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting today in the opening round of the Eau Claire River City Baseball Classic. This is the 24th annual River City Classic here in Eau Claire. Long-standing tournament, and 5 teams are entered in the field this year. There are 2 games tonight. This matchup between Marshfield and Green Bay to be followed by Eau Claire and Altoona at 7:30. 5 games here at Carson Park on Saturday, beginning at 10 a.m. The Winona, Minnesota Ball Club will come by, and they'll face Altoona at 10 a.m. Green Bay meets Eau Claire at 12:30. Then Marshfield plays Winona at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Green Bay faces Altoona at 5:30, and Marshfield closes out the day against Eau Claire tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. 3 more games on Sunday at 11 a.m. Green Bay faces Winona at 1:30. Altoona plays Marshfield at 4 o'clock. Winona and Eau Claire. So lots of baseball here at Carson Park in Eau Claire this weekend, the site of the River City Baseball Classic hosted by the Eau Claire Legion Baseball Program. Our pregame report this evening here on WDLB, sponsored by the Baltus Bread and Butter Shops in Marshfield. Make sure you stop by their location next to Walgreens on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Fill your gas tank at the Marshfield Tiger or Columbus Don's Pride Pump, and when you do so, 2 cents per gallon is donated to that school system at the Baltus location on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. We'll check in with Marshfield coach Josh Metz as our pregame report continues in just a moment.
Here's another truth from Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
Feel anxious about dentistry? Well, you're not alone. A lot of people feel anxiety about dental visits. Dental Clinic of Marshfield wants to help. Dental Clinic of Marshfield dentist will make your comfort a priority.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Dental care
Let's check in with Marshfield Legion manager Josh Metz. Marshfield facing the Green Bay Shockers today in the opening round of the Eau Claire River City tournament here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. The Blue Devils coming off some nice wins this week, a couple against DC Everest earlier in the week, and a nice job by the Blue Devils against Wausau on Wednesday night of this week. Coach, how about some comments on that ball game, the job your team did, and certainly good to see Preston Wagner finally break in the win column with a fine outing on the mound for you.
Yeah, it was a good overall game. Took a lot of walks, got a lot of base runners, and we got those base runners in. That's something we've been struggling to do this year. So good to see that. Some clutch hits to drive in the runs, and Preston threw really well. So all around a good outing. Wednesday night against Wausau, and the two against Everest were two good wins too.
Do you see that the offense maybe is taking shape and performing a bit better for you?
I hope so. The walks are a plus. I don't think we're not a team that draws a lot of walks. Our guys are early swingers. I've been trying to harp on them to be a little more patient at the plate, but it's something they're probably taught in the spring season, and it's tough to get them out of that rhythm. So hopefully we keep getting base runners on and getting them in. That's always the key. But it was definitely something we really were struggling with early in the year. So it has gotten better, and I do hope that this is starting to become the trend in the right direction now.
Coach, can you comment a bit about your catching depth on this year's ball club? Because you have three guys who you're using in that position, all very good performers. Tell us about those young men and what they're doing for your team this year. Yeah,
we have three catchers. Right now they are all kind of about the same. They bring I try to basically match up who they're comfortable with pitching wise. Luke will go again today, catching Cole because of the familiarity from the spring season. It's definitely a balancing act. All three of them are struggling hitting right now, unfortunately. I'd like to see one of them kind of jump up and grab it, the position, but until then we'll just continue to rotate all three of them. And the good thing is I do feel comfortable with all three of them behind the plate. They have good arms. They, for the most part, do a good job blocking, and defensively we just need to get them hitting. So hopefully one of them will break out here.
How do you handle a situation where from time to time a catcher is matched with a pitcher who he doesn't normally see? Say Luke is matched with a Marshfield pitcher or something like that, or Cole's pitching to Jacob or Ben or something like that. How do you handle that situation to get them used to one another?
Yeah, it hasn't really been much of an issue, to be honest. I just make sure they talk before the game, kind of go over a game plan, what they want to do. The good thing is all three catchers are well experienced, so we trust them to call a game back there, and I think the pitchers for the most part all trust the catchers to call a good game at this point too. So it's been a pretty smooth transition. I mean, honestly, Cole could probably throw to Jake or Ben, but why change it up when Luke's available? It's those types of things. I try to keep it the same, but you never know what's going to happen. But I think having three guys with catching experience with a lot of experience really helps. One of the odd things about this group, although, Coach, is that Ben and Luke can DH for you. They can play some outfield for you if need be. But you got a guy like Jacob who can play not only catcher but really any other spot. You don't see too many guys playing catcher and second base or catcher and third base. So he gives you some extra versatility as well. Yeah, he's a versatile guy, and I do like what he brings from a vocal standpoint. He's very knowledgeable about the game, so when he is playing second, he brings that catcher mentality out to second base, and he's always talking and kind of going over the situations with everyone. I do really like that about him. He is very knowledgeable about what's going on and what needs to happen, and he definitely does bring that to the table, which is a reason that he does get time at second base, because he does bring that to the table. Well, you've got 4 games this weekend. Tell us about this stretch of ball games and some things you're looking for from your ball club this weekend. Hopefully we'll just keep it rolling, keep trending up rather than down. It should be a good tournament. It's the same 4 teams teams we played last year. So we went 3-1 last year, but I mean, they're all good teams, and we have to show up every game to be in them. That's always the key. What team shows up, we need to bring our A game, and if we do, we'll be okay. We got good pitching set up for the weekend, so I feel pretty confident in that. But yeah, it's going to be tough, and we're always trying to play the best teams out there, and this tournament's no different. It's going to test us for sure.
Pre-game comments from Marshfield Legion coach Josh Metz. The Blue Devils facing the Green Bay Shockers tonight in the opening round of the Eau Claire River City Classic. You're listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. I'm Gene DeLisio at Carson Park in Eau Claire. We'll come back and get this ball game underway in just a moment.
New update starts now.
The coaching staff for the Marshfield Blue Devils, the manager Mark Clifford, head coach Scott Smith, coach Lucas Lucius, member Smith, and coach Ryan Smith. Now for the Green Bay post-11 Shockers. They're starting left. Leading off, number 10, the center fielder, Anna Navarre. Batting second, number 14, the left fielder, Kyle Warren. Batting third, number 16, the catcher, Hunter Hextall. Batting fourth, number 24, the second baseman, Brady Chaudhry. Batting fifth, number 28, the first baseman, Liam Jones. Batting sixth, number 6, the shortstop, Johnny Cricket. Batting seventh, number 12, the third baseman, Aiden Phillips. Batting eighth, number 0, the pitcher, Trevor Olmstead. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 9, Drew Gaines. Other members are the Green Bay Shockers, number 2, Jake Patasek. Number 15, Dustin Sturvis. Number 7, Lucas Chris.
Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting in the opening round of the Eau Claire River City Classic here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. By the way, there are 3 Green Bay American Legion programs: Green Bay Shockers, Green Bay Blue Jays, and Green Bay Southwest. And this is the Green Bay Shockers Ball Club meeting the Marshfield Blue Devils in this one this evening. Both ball clubs are on the field. Great night for baseball. Bit on the humid side, but beyond that, very comfortable, warm conditions, and partly cloudy skies. No threat of rain in the forecast for this evening. Before we get this ball game underway, let's take a few moments for our national anthem. Our national anthem. We're set for baseball here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. It's Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting in this American Legion contest tonight. Marshfield coach Josh Metz striding towards his spot. On the coaching lines at third base, Lucius Messerschmidt at first base for Marshfield. The Blue Devils wearing their older uniforms, the gray sleeveless uniforms with the blue sweatshirt or t-shirt and the gray pants. Green Bay Shockers all in white. White jerseys, white pants, white caps. And a few of the Shockers have some neat-looking socks, darker color socks with white horizontal stripes across them. About 4 of the Shockers out there with those old-style socks. The other ones have the the new-style baseball pants. Leading off for Marshfield here in the first is the DH Eli Drexler. Eli batting .219 this season, 3 RBIs, left-handed batter. Olmsted into his motion. Delivers. There's a ball hit to first base and grabbed on a short hop by Liam Jones. He'll step on the bag for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out in the Marshfield first. Boy, we talked to Coach Metz a couple of weeks ago about Eli and his ability to get deep into a count. And here he swings at pitch number 1. Isaiah Byrell standing in, Marshfield third baseman, right-handed batter. Olmsted winds and delivers. High fly ball, right field line going foul and out of play for strike 1. Just underway here at Carson Park. Beautiful evening for baseball. Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting in this opening round contest at the Eau Claire tournament. Isaiah batting .362 with 3 RBIs. Olmsted ready, winds and throws again. Breaking ball. Got the outside corner, called strike. 0-2 on Isaiah Byrell. Batting number 2 for Marshfield coach Josh Metz tonight. Trevor Olmsted on the mound for Green Bay. He's a right-hander. Winds and delivers. Curveball breaks up and in for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Few people are here. The crowd is not overwhelming at this hour, but a few folks from Green Bay and Marshfield are in attendance tonight. Now the 1-2 on the way. Line shot towards left field and snagged by the shortstop, Kirkish, behind the bag. A low line drive, and Kirkish extends out near second base to grab that low line drive for out number 2. That ball ticketed for left center field by Byrell, but Kirkish makes the play for the second out. There's the Marshfield first baseman, Mason Coffrin, .306 hitter, 5 RBIs this year. Batting left-handed. Olmsted sets himself. Now winds and throws. Lined down the left field line, foul, and at a play for strike 1. No score as Marshfield bats top of the first. Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting tonight in the opening round of the Eau Claire River City Baseball Classic. 0-1 on Mason Coffrin, stands in again. Olmsted ready, throws outside for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Our next Legion broadcast on WDLB next Tuesday night from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield, the Marshfield Blue Devils and the Plover Black Sox. Game time 7 p.m. Here's the 1-1 to Coffrin's, fouled back. 1-2. That broadcast next Tuesday, 6:45, right here on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB, WOSQ.com. 1-2 on Mason Coffrin. He's back in there. Olmsted ready. Winds and delivers. Breaking ball hit towards right field. Drew Game goes back, misplays the ball. It's over his head, and 1 hops the fence. Coffrin to second base. He'll stand right there with a double. It appeared that ball might be catchable for Game in right field, but he broke in, then had to quickly break back once again. The ball went over his head to the warning track. So Marshfield has a 2-out man at second base for right fielder Devin Palmer, hitting .370 with 3 RBIs this year. Right-handed batter, and Olmsted now on the stretch for the first time today. Gets set and delivers. Hit towards right field. That's in the gap. Game comes on quickly. He makes a nice running catch to end the inning. Ball hit to shallow right center field. Long run for Drew Game. He hauls it in to make the play and retire the side. In the first for Marshfield, no runs on 1 hit, no errors on the Blue Devils leave a runner. After a half inning, our score is Marshfield 0 and the Green Bay Shockers coming to that. We'll come back to Carson Park and Eau Claire and more baseball in just a moment.
And now, the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
From the family at Nasonville Dairy, thank you for watching this presentation of live high school sports. Nasonville Dairy is over 125 years in the making and has been supporting Wisconsin sports for just as long. Nasonville Dairy supports 180 family farms throughout Wisconsin and is committed to supporting local dairy farmers and all the student athletes in central Wisconsin and beyond. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, eat 'em, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Runs, but only 4 earned. 24 hits, walked 13, struck out 15. So Cole has had his share of base runners with 24 walks and 20 2/3 innings, plus 13 walks rather and 24 hits. But has pitched out of it, and his ERA well under 2. Here's the center fielder Ben Navarre leading off for Green Bay. Hediger working from the stretch at all times. And his first pitch low and outside for ball 1. Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting. American Legion Baseball here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, you see these teams play baseball today, not only on the Legion level, but the high school level as well. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That's on the inside corner for called strike, 2-1, and they show up in these multicolored rainbow type looking uniforms that are quite colorful these days. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. That's hit foul on the first base side of the play, 2-2. And here's Green Bay. White caps, white shirts, white pants. Pretty standard stuff for the Green Bay Shockers. 2-2 on Ben Navarre. Stands back in there. Pitch by Hediger. Curveball laced down the right field line. Palmer comes over. Can't get there. It's a base hit. Devin cuts it off quickly. Holds Navarre to a single. Leadoff base runner for Green Bay Shockers.
Batting second, number 14, the left fielder, Kyle Zorn.
The left fielder, Kyle Zorn, now stands in for Green Bay. Right-handed batter, tall, lanky guy. Pitch by Hediger. And it's in there for called strike 1. Cole Hediger, one of the Neilsville ball players on the Marshfield Legion squad this year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball laced to right center field, but the second baseman, Earl, gets out there, makes the play in shallow right field for the out. And Navarre back to first base. Zorn pops out. That's out number 1. Catcher Hunter Petska now batting for Green Bay. Also a right-handed batter. Big guy. Hediger shakes the base runner. Pitch on the way, foul to the screen for strike 1. Green Bay batting in the bottom half of the first. No score. 1 out, 1 on. Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers, American Legion Baseball here in Eau Claire tonight. 0-1 on Hunter Petska. Runner is going. Pitches a curveball up and in. Throw it out to second base is a bit offline and a stolen base for Navarre. Navarre steals it. He's at second base. The count on Petska. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man in scoring position now for Green Bay. Hediger from the stretch. He now delivers. It fell on the first base side of the play. Last year we were over here and they had the same matchups, so the same game, Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers in the round one, and we talked to the Green Bay coaching staff last year and they explained which schools feed into which program. There's, as we mentioned, 3 American Legion programs in Green Bay, the Shockers, Green Bay Southwest, and the Green Bay Blue Jays, and they all receive players from different schools. 1-2 on Petska. Hediger gets set, throws once again, a wave and a miss. Pitch low and outside, ball dropped by Erickson. He'll got on first base. Wide throw, but Coffrin hauls it in, steps on the bag, and Navarre holds at second base. Second out. Second baseman Brady Shadry now batting. So I forget now how that alignment works, which school goes into which program. Shadry batting right-handed. The pitch by Hediger. Over for called strike one. Obviously, Green Bay Southwest High School would feed into Green Bay Southwest. But the other schools feed into the other programs as well. 0-1 on Shadry. Hediger from the stretch. Runner is going again. Pitch inside for ball. Throw to third base late. So Navarre steals a second base. He takes third. And Green Bay Shockers have a man at third base with 2 outs. 1-1 on Brady Shadry. That's out of an open stance. Hediger from the stretch once again. Delivers low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Marshfield American Legion Baseball tonight here on WDLB. Sponsored by Schwartz Insurance of Marshfield. Hediger gets set, throws once again. Curveball breaks over for a called strike, 2-2. Blue Devil Baseball also sponsored by Partners Bank of Marshfield, Spencer and Stratford, and Remax American Dream Realty. 2-2 on Brady Shadry. Hediger from the stretch. Sets, delivers a curveball, and breaks just inside for a ball. Count now out full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Man at third with 2 outs. Hediger checking him. And now the pitch on the way. Just missed low and outside, ball 4. So 2 base runners for Green Bay with 2 outs. And the first baseman, Liam Jones, hitting. The first left-handed batter we've seen for Green Bay tonight. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. We'll see if Shadry is on the move there at first base. Gets a wide lead held by Coffrin. Pitch by Hediger is taken low and outside for ball 1. Well, we mentioned earlier that Hediger has had some control issues. He's walked 13 and 20 2/3 innings. 1-0 on Liam Jones. Hediger throws once again. Got the outside corner, called strike, 1-1. No score as Green Bay bats bottom half of the first. Runners at first and third and 2 outs. 1-1 on Liam Jones. Hediger set once again. Now delivers inside. Erickson can't find. That ball hit him. Plate umpire now rules the ball hit to Jones. Hit in the calf, it looks like. So Shadry will take second base, and that loads the bases. Coach Metz comes out to the on-deck circle on the first base side, wants an explanation. Did not agree that ball hit the batter, but the plate umpire says it did. So bases loaded, 2 outs. The shortstop, Jimmy Kirkish, batting for Green Bay. Batting right-handed. Hediger stays in the stretch. And he fires a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Scoring chance for Green Bay here in the first. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Kirkish digs in once again, behind 0-1. Runners take their leads. And the pitch by Hediger, curveball swung on and missed again. 0-2. Jacob Earl playing second base today. He's on the edge of the outfield grass. For a right-handed batter, rather unusual there. 0-2 the count. Pitch on the way again. A half swing and a miss. Dropped by Erickson. And the plate umpire rules a swinging strike 3. The ball was dropped, and the Green Bay base runners are running the bases, but now the umpire says that the ball was secured by Erickson, so no need to toss to first base, and so that will end the inning. Second strikeout for Hediger in the first for Green Bay. No runs on one hit, no errors, a walk, a hit batter, 3 men left on base. We've played 1 inning, and our score is Marshfield nothing and Green Bay Shockers nothing. We'll return to Eau Claire and more baseball in just a moment.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
Marshfield Blue Devils come to bat, top of the second. Center fielder Riley Bushak leads off against Trevor Olmsted. Olmsted winds and delivers. Over at the knees, a call and strike 1. No score, Marshfield batting. Top half of the second here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Riley batting left-handed. Olmsted winds, throws once again. High and outside for ball, 1-1. We saw Riley hit a home run here last year. I believe it was during this tournament, not during a high school game. Riley parked one in that right field bleacher a year ago. Here's one foul to the third base side of the play. Ball and 2 strikes. Marshfield and Green Bay Shockers. Baseball action tonight here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. 1-2 on Bushak. Olmsted working from the windup. He's ready, winds and throws, line towards left center field. That's a base hit. And Zorn over quickly. He can't get there. Gets past him into the gap in deep left center field. So Bushak goes to second base with a double. Blue Devils have their second double of the ballgame. Runner at second base with nobody out for Chandler Schmidt. The young man from Stratford just joined the ball club last week. And this, I believe, is his first at-bat for Marshfield, playing shortstop tonight. Olmsted throws, ground ball to the right side and through the hole for a base hit. Bushak rounding third base. He'll get the green light. Trying to score. Gaines' throw is up the line. Bushak is in. Schmidt to second base. Throw down there is late as Chandler dives in safely. RBI base hit for Chandler Schmidt. Good job by Chandler hitting the ball to the right side past the first baseman Jones. Bushak is in, and Marshfield grabs a 1-0 lead. And Schmidt takes second base on the throw. Catcher Luke Erickson now batting for Marshfield. Luke is a 200 hitter, 3 RBIs. Right-handed batter. So a double and a single. And Marshfield on the scoreboard first tonight. Olmsted working from the stretch here. Schmidt at second base takes his lead. And Olmsted throws. And misses low and inside for ball 1. Marshfield has the lead 1-0. Blue Devils batting. Top of the second. Schmidt at second base with 1 out. With nobody out. 1-0 on Luke Erickson. Olmsted gets set and fires once again. And that pitch in there for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind blowing in just a bit from right field and right center field. 1-1 on Erickson. Olmsted now delivers. And got the inside corner call strike 1-2. Erickson, yet another Neilsville ball player on this Marshfield Legion roster this year. And serves as Cole Hediger's catcher most days. Time is called, and the catcher Hunter Petska going out for a conversation with Olmsted. Petska can see that Chandler Schmidt down there at second base is relaying some signals to the batter and wants to change up his signals to the pitcher Olmsted. Ball and 2 strikes on Luke Erickson, back in there, right-handed batter. Olmsted from the stretch. Good lead by Schmidt at second base. Olmsted now delivers and got the outside corner for called strike 3. First strikeout for Olmsted tonight. One man down. Here's the left fielder Trajan Bogdanovich. Trajan batting .192 with 1 RBI this year. Trajan from Greenwood, batting right-handed, and the pitch by Olmsted, taken on the inside corner for a called strike 1. The American Legion mid-season baseball rankings out today. And we do have some local teams that are ranked in each of the 3 divisions. 0-1 on Bogdanovich. Olmsted fires again and got the inside corner called strike. 0-2 in Division 1. And I keep saying Division 1. Actually, it's Class AAA. The big schools: Fond du Lac #1, Oshkosh 2nd, Wisconsin Rapids #3, Plover 4th, and Appleton Post 38 #5. Eau Claire honorable mention. Here's a ball hit towards shortstop. Kirkish will charge, scoop it up, fire to first base, and just in time. Ball not hit hard, so Johnson had a chance, but could not beat it out. On the play, Schmidt takes third base. So Bogdanovich out on the ground ball to short. Second baseman Jacob Earl batting for Marshfield. Earl is a .171 hitter, does have 7 RBIs. Olmsted from the stretch. He throws, popped up, shallow right field, might be trouble. The second baseman Shadry goes out, and he can't make an over-shoulder to the catch. Falls out of his grasp, and a run is in. Pop up to shallow right field, and Shadry, the right fielder Game, and the center fielder Navarre all converged, and neither could get there. So that pop-up by Earl scores a run. Schmidt in from third base, and Marshfield grabs a 2-0 lead. Now Eli Drexler batting, DHing for Marshfield tonight. Bounced to first his first time up. Earl at first base with 2 outs. Olmsted delivers a swing and a miss for strike 1. It's now Marshfield 2, Green Bay nothing. Marshfield batting, top of the second. Earl at first base and 2 outs. 0-1 on Eli Drexler, leadoff hitter for Marshfield tonight. Olmsted throws once again and got the outside corner called strike. 0-1. 0-2 rather. In Class AA baseball, River Falls ranked #1, Hudson 2nd, Hortonville 3rd, New London 4th, Ashwaubenon #5. Pitch by Olmsted on the way. Blown outside for ball 1 and 2. Both Antigo and Rhinelander are honorable mention. Class A, Viroqua ranked #1, Prairie du Chien 2nd, Ripon 3rd, Waupun 4th, and Medford #5 in the Class A baseball poll this week. 1 and 2 on Drexler. Olmsted throws a curveball, hit down the third base side, behind the bag, grabbed by Phillips, turns, goes across the diamond, offline, all hands are safe. Earl goes to second base. That ball hit right behind the third base bag. Nice job by Keaton Phillips going into foul territory to grab that hopper, but had a very long throw to make to cut down the speedy Eli Drexler and couldn't get the ball there in time. So Drexler is on. That's an infield hit, and Earl takes second base. Third baseman Isaiah Byral batting. He lined to short his first time up. Olmsted throws here in the dirt for ball 1. Marshfield on top 2-0. Blue Devils batting top of the second, looking for more. 2 out and 2 on. 1-0 on Isaiah Byral. Olmsted from the stretch. Runners take their leads. Olmsted throws once again. Big curveball hits Isaiah in the helmet. And now the plate umpire is asking for help here. The plate umpire thought that ball hit Isaiah's bat and called a foul ball, but he went out there and then asked the base umpire for some help, and the base umpire pointed out that yes, it did hit Isaiah in the helmet. Isaiah not harmed. That was a very slow curveball, so no injury. But now the bases are loaded as Earl takes third base, Drexler to second, Byrell to first for Mason Coffrin, who doubled his first time up. Olmsted wants to work from the windup here. Winds and delivers, low and inside for ball one. Great scoring chance for Marshfield. Bases loaded and 2 outs. And number 3 man Mason Coffrin standing in. Mason batting left-handed. Olmsted from the stretch. Now delivers again and got the outside corner, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blue Devils have already scored 2 in this inning, looking for more. Need a 2-out hit from Mason Coffrin or a defensive mistake to plate some extra runs. 1-1 on Coffrin. Olmsted gets set, throws again, high hopper towards second base, and grabbed by Shadry. He'll toss to first base in time to end the inning. Marshfield sending 8 men to bat here in the second. Blue Devils score 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, a hit batter, and 3 men left on base. We played 1.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 2, the Green Bay Shockers nothing. And more baseball from Eau Claire in just a moment.
With summer right around the corner, are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
Leadoff man for the Green Bay Shockers here in the second inning is the third baseman Caden Phillips, batting for the first time against Cole Hediger. Cole's first pitch inside for ball 1. Marshfield on top 2-0 as Green Bay bats bottom half of the second here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. 1-0 pitch on the way. And Phillips flinches, does not offer, but it's over for a called strike anyway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blue Devils with 4 hits in that second inning to grab the lead. Hediger throws once again. Curveball swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes on Caden Phillips. Marshfield and Green Bay Southwest. Opening round of the Eau Claire River City Classic. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball got the inside corner for called strike 3. And 3 strikeouts for Hediger tonight. Pitcher Trevor Olmsted now standing in, right-handed batter. Hediger pitching from the stretch at all times. He is set and now throws in the dirt, ball 1. Marshfield American Legion Baseball on WDLB this evening, a service of Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities throughout central Wisconsin. Another ball in the dirt by Hediger, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Cole Hediger on the mound for Marshfield, young man from Neilsville. Throws once again, high hopper third base side. Byrell charges, grabs it on the hop, fires quickly to first base, and a bit late. The ball was to the second base side of the bag, and Coffrin made a big stretch to grab it. But by stretching, he came off the bag. So Olmsted is aboard. Tough chance there for Byrell. The ball not hit very hard. The right fielder Drew Game now batting. Pitch by Hediger. Over at the letters, a call and strike one. That has been ruled a hit. Infield hit for Olmsted. 0-1 on game. Hediger gets set, throws a breaking ball low and inside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield leads 2-0 as the Green Bay bats in the bottom half of the second. 1 out, 1 on. 1-1 on Drew Game, and Hediger checks the base runner. Throws once again, half swing at a ball in the dirt. Here's an appeal to the base umpire. He says that Game did not offer. It's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Flag rather limp in center field right now. Not much of a breeze this evening. Hediger throws once again, low and outside for ball 3. 3-1. They have some flags at the top of the grandstand, and they're waving a bit more than the center field flag, the American flag in center field. Hediger ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball on the inside corner. Call strike 2. 3-2. We mentioned during the high school season, Carson Park, one of the few ballparks that still has the keyhole between the mound and home plate area. Here's a throw down to second base. That was a called strike 3 on Game. And on the pitch, Olmsted steals second base. Game out on strikes. That's 4 strikeouts for Hediger. And Green Bay now 3 of 3 on stolen base tries. The batter is center fielder Ben Navarre. He singled his first time up. 1 for 1. Hediger gets set and throws, swung and a miss for strike 1. You see old ballpark photos, you'll notice that many of them have that dirt path between the mound and home plate. It's called a keyhole. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. High fly ball to left center field, but Bouchak comes over in the gap, gets there and makes the catch to end the inning. And a keyhole here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. In the second for Green Bay. No runs on a hit, no errors, and they leave 1. We've played 2 innings, and our score is Marshfield 2, the Green Bay Shockers nothing. Back to Carson Park and more baseball in just a moment.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day 4th-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
Since 1924, Milwaukee Tools has led the industry in both durability and performance. Hiller's True Value is your home for Milwaukee Tools here in Marshfield. Check them out to see the latest lineup of Milwaukee Tools. And for all you do-it-yourselfers, Hiller's True Value store on Central Avenue is your complete home store. And for those bigger projects, keep in mind they're Just Ask Rental Services. Your local hardware home, Hiller's True Value store, is located in downtown Marshfield.
Baseball this afternoon at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers meeting in the opening round of the Eau Claire River City Baseball Tournament. Marshfield by 2 as the Blue Devils bat here in the 3rd inning. A lot of baseball here at Eau Claire this weekend. If you'd like to see some contests, stop on by. And 5 games tomorrow and then 3 more on Saturday. Olmsted late getting out there, so just finishing his warm-up throws. Beyond the outfield fence, the Carson Park football field, and the 2 softball fields, Hobbs Field, Geyline Field. That Geyline Field has hosted a number of NCAA events over the years on the Division III level. Right fielder Devin Palmer leads off the Marshfield 3rd, fly to right, his first time up. Trevor Olmsted throwing for Green Bay. Olmsted throws here, ground ball towards second base. Shadry will boot it, picks it back up though, throws quickly and just in time. Nice play by the second baseman, Shadry. That ball rolled up his arm, stayed with it. Grabbed it in midair and had time to make the play on Palmer for out number 1. Riley Bushak now batting for Marshfield. The center fielder doubled and scored in that 2-run second inning. Left-handed batter. And the pitch by Olmsted. Chop foul on the first base side for strike 1. You can hear some batting practice in the background. Eau Claire and Altoona will play the second ball game tonight about 7:30. And some of the ball players, I believe, from Eau Claire are down there on the third base side getting loose. 0-1 on Riley Bushak. Digs in once again. Trevor Olmsted lines and delivers. Popped up foul, third base side. Phillips has a look from third base. The ball falls out of play, 0-2. I want to remind you that the Marshfield Junior Legion baseball team is hosting a tournament this weekend as well. And there are 2 games tonight at Jack Hackman Field. The first game between Chippewa Falls and St. Mary's of Neenah is now underway. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball in the gap in left center field. Navarre, the center fielder, comes over there and makes the play for the out. Hit well by Bushak, but Navarre tracks it down for out number 2. The Marshfield Junior Legion then will play lacrosse tonight at 7:15 at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. So 2 ball games at Jack Hackman Field tonight. Here's the Marshfield shortstop Chandler Schmidt. Singled home run and scored his first time up. Olmsted throws, grounded foul on the first base side for strike 1. Marshfield leads it 2-0. Blue Devils batting in the top of the third. Bases empty, 2 out. There are 4 more ball games, Junior Legion games at Jack Hackman Field tomorrow, starting at 10:15. The pitch to Chandler Schmidt, high hopper towards short. Kirkish will grab a big hop. Fire to first base, offline, and Chandler beats it out. Errant throw by the shortstop Kirkish. Took the first baseman Jones off the bag, and Chandler is on. Throwing error on the shortstop Kirkish, the first Green Bay error of the night. The Marshfield Junior Legion faces St. Mary's of Neenah tomorrow at 10:15 at Jack Hackman Field. Then lacrosse beats Chippewa Falls at 12:30. Lacrosse plays St. Mary's at 2:45. Marshfield and Chippewa Falls at 5 o'clock, all tomorrow at Jack Hackman Field. The pitch to Luke Erickson is on the inside corner for a called strike 1. So 2 ball games tonight, and then 4 more tomorrow, starting at 10:15 at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield as part of that Junior Legion tournament. 0-1 on Erickson. Schmidt leads at first base. He's going, and he went too early, and he's going to be called for a balk. Schmidt left early. Looked like he was an easy out, but Olmsted committed a balk as he turned to throw to second base. And Schmidt probably knew that his actions might result in that balk. So heads up play by Schmidt. He's now in scoring position. 0-1 on Luke Erickson. Olmsted checks the base runner and now delivers in the dirt for ball. 1-1. Olmsted does something you don't see a lot of, and when he pitches, when he's in the stretch, when he turns, when he pivots, he looks directly back at that base runner at second base. That can sometimes make it hard to pick up home plate and throw the ball accurately. He throws it once again here. Misses inside for ball, 2-1. A lot of pitching coaches will discourage that, but that's how Olmsted throws. 2-1 on Luke Erickson with Schmidt at second base and 2 outs. Chandler off the bag. Olmsted ready. Fires once again. Missed inside, ball 3. 3-1. Olmsted perhaps a bit shaken up by that balk call. Erickson ahead on the count here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Olmsted ready and delivers. Chop foul behind home plate. Good cut by Luke. Count now 3-2. Schmidt at second base runs well. It's a good lead down there, and Olmsted will check him. And here's the full count pitch on the way. Got the inside corner for a called strike 3. Erickson out on strikes, the second strikeout for Olmsted tonight. Marshfield in the third. No runs, no hits, one error, one left. We played 2.5 innings, and our score, Marshfield 2 and the Green Bay Shockers nothing. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Half of the third. Leadoff man is the left fielder Kyle Zorn, popped to second his first time up. Hediger throws on the inside corner for called strike one. Marshfield on top 2-0 as Green Bay bats. Bottom half of the third inning here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Hediger's 0-1 pitch on the way. And got the inside corner again, a called strike two. Hediger working that inside part of the plate quite well. Zorn behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Cole pitching from the stretch. Sets himself and throws again. Half swing of the ball in the dirt. Ruled ball 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marshfield and Green Bay Shockers opening ball game of the Eau Claire River City Tournament. Hediger's 1-2 on the way. Curveball swung on a miss way outside, but he got Zorn fishing. And Hediger now has 5 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings. Here's the catcher, Hunter Petska, struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. Well, glad to report that the lights are on here at Carson Park. First pitch low and outside, ball 1. We have bright sunshine and partly cloudy skies, but the lights are on here at Carson Park. That might be a timing thing for a ball game. 1-0 pitch on the way, chop foul on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, we'll be in Stevens Point next Wednesday night for Marshfield Legion Baseball. Marshfield and the Stevens Point Sixers at Buchholz Park. Game time 7 p.m. Ball and a strike on Petska. Pitch on the way. High fly ball to right field. Devin Palmer in the gap. Gets there, and he'll grab it for the out. Hit pretty well, but Palmer runs it down for the second out. Marshfield and Stevens Point Legion Baseball next Wednesday, 6:45 right here on AM 1450 WDLB. The batter for Green Bay is the second baseman Brady Shadry, walked his first time up. He's the cleanup man, right-handed batter. And Hediger delivers in the dirt for ball 1. Marshfield leads at 2-0. Green Bay batting last half of the third. Base is empty and 2 out here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Shadry back in there, 1 ball, no strikes. Hediger ready once again. He delivers low and outside for ball. 2-0. Coach Josh Metz likes what he sees from Cole Hediger this year. Has pitched quite well. One of the top men on this Marshfield mound staff. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball to right field. Palmer breaks back, gets there and grabs it to end the inning. Easy inning for Hediger. Green Bay in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our line score through 3 innings for Marshfield, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Blue Devils have left 5. Green Bay, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. The Shockers have left 4 men on base. We'll return to Carson Park and more baseball in just a moment.
Located in Spencer, R&R Flooring is your one-stop shop for flooring and furniture. Whether you're looking for bedroom furniture, living room furniture, or specialty specialty furniture for your man cave, R&R has it all. With furniture from Lang and Wolfcraft that are made right here in Marshfield, you can shop local. R&R Furniture also has several different types of flooring options available. They also have all your favorite sports team themed furniture, from the Packers to the Brewers. So head on down to R&R Furniture in Spencer, where their goal is to make a house a home. Wassa Homes Marshfield offers the quality you know and trust close to home. Whether you're looking for a 2-story house with an open staircase or a cozy 2-bedroom bungalow, Wassa Homes Marshfield can build it with a firm price and a guaranteed move-in date. Stop by their new location on Central Avenue and see how Wassa Homes Marshfield can help make your homeowning dreams come true. Wassa Homes Marshfield, custom homes built your way.
Marshfield Blue Devils come to bat, top of the 4th against Green Bay right-hander Trevor Olmsted. Bogdanovich, Earl, and Drexler do up. 8, 9, and 1 men coming up for Marshfield here in the 4th inning.
In the top of the 4th for Marshfield, left fielder Deacon Bogdanovich.
Trajan Bogdanovich in left field tonight, bounced to short his first time up. Trajan 0 for 1. Right-hander Trevor Olmsted on the mound tonight for Green Bay. Olmsted set. Winds and delivers. Low and outside, ball 1. Marshfield leads it 2-0. Blue Devils batting top of the 4th here at Carson Park. Olmsted set once again. Here is his 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trajan Bogdanovich, one of 2 ball players from Greenwood on the Marshfield roster this year. Jager Johnson, the other. Jager named the Eastern Cloverback Conference Player of the Year. 1-1 on Bogdanovich. And Olmsted winds and delivers, swung on and missed. 2-1. Olmsted had that one bad inning back in the 2nd, gave up 4 hits in that inning and hit a batter as well. Marshfield scored 2 runs in the 2nd, and that's the difference so far. Olmsted ready, throws 2-1, curveball hit towards short. Charged by Kirkish, he'll grab it, fire quickly to first base, and just in time for the out. Shortstop Jimmy Kirkish charges, makes the play for out number 1. Second baseman Jacob Earl now batting for Marshfield. Jacob with an RBI base hit in that 2-run 2nd inning. Jacob's 8th RBI of the year. Talked about Jacob in our pregame show. Rather versatile guy, can catch plus play some infield spots for you. Olmsted throws. Ground ball towards second base, behind the bag. Chaudry will cut it off. Turn, fire to first base in time for the out. And 2 quick outs in the Marshfield 4th inning. DH Eli Drexler standing in. Eli has singled and bounced to first, 1 for 2. Blue Devil Baseball here on WDLB, sponsored by Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield, Total Electric Service, and the Baltus Oil Company of Marshfield. Eli back in the lineup. He's not playing defensively these days due to injury, but can swing a bat and is DHing. And in that role tonight, left-handed batter. Olmsted into his motion. Delivers and misses high for ball 1. Marshfield 2, Green Bay Shockers nothing. Marshfield batting in the top of the 4th. Bases empty and 2 out. 1-0 to Eli Drexler. In the dirt for a ball, 2-0. Marshfield with 4 hits in the 2nd inning, plus a hit batter. A double, a single, 2 more singles, then the hit batter. And Marshfield scored 2 in that 2nd inning. That's been the difference in this ball game. RBI base hits by Schmidt and Earl in that 2nd inning. 2-0 on Drexler. Pitch on the way. Missed outside for ball 3. 3-0. Drexler runs well. If he gets on base, you can bet he might be thinking about a stolen base attempt to get into scoring position. Back in there at 3 balls and no strikes. Olmsted, a right-hander, winds and delivers. Over at the inside corner, call strike, 3-1. Olmsted now over 50 pitches for the night, but his pitching total not too severe at this point. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. Drexler draws a base on balls, the first issued by Olmsted. Marshfield has a 2-out base runner and a very speedy guy. So we'll see if Coach Metz puts him in motion, gets him into scoring position. Isaiah Byral tonight has lined to short and been hit by a pitch. 0 for 1. Eli extends his lead at first base. Olmsted looks over. Runner is going. Pitch on the way. Is low for a ball. Throw to second base is late. Stolen base for Drexler. Had that ball been on target, Eli may have been out, but the ball was to the left field side by the time that Kirkish came back with a sweep tag from shortstop. Eli was in there. So a man in scoring position, a 1-0 count on Byral. And a scoring chance here for Marshfield. Kirkish working from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Foul behind home plate. Boy, a rather unusual outfield alignment for Green Bay. The right fielder game is very deep for a right-handed batter, almost to the edge of the track and towards the line, and Navarre in center field is over towards left and rather shallow. Big gap in right center. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside for a ball. Byral back in there, 3-1. Olmsted from the stretch. Delivers, line shot to center field, gets through for a base hit. Drexler rounding third base. Navarre comes up throwing, but way offline. Drexler is in on the play, and Marshfield leads 3-0. Byral holds at first base. The ball came through to the catcher, but grabbed quickly by Petska, so no further advance, but a base hit by Isaiah Byral gives Marshfield a 3-0 lead. Drexler scores easily, and that 2-out walk goes back to haunt Olmsted. Now first baseman Mason Coffrin batting. Mason has doubled and bounced to second. 1 for 2. Left-handed batter. Olmsted turns, goes to first base, and Byral back in time. The catcher Petska now walking out to talk with Olmsted. 2-out rally here by Marshfield. First 2 men went easily, then a walk, stolen base, and a base hit. Plates Marshfield's 3rd run of the day. Petska, the catcher, now is coming towards the third base dugout, which is Green Bay's dugout. And he's asking for water. It might be that Olmsted is cramping up a little bit. And Olmsted now coming off the mound and taking the bottle of water from the Green Bay coach. The coach did not cross the third base foul line, so that may not be considered a mound visit, but under the circumstances, with rather warm conditions, they likely would not count that anyway. Olmsted gets a couple of drinks of water from the water bottle. Now says he's okay. Coffrin stands in, no count. Byral leads at first base. Olmsted ready, and here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate for strike 1. Marshfield now leads 3-0. Blue Devils are batting in the top of the 4th. Byral at first base and 2 outs. 0-1 on Mason Coffrin. Digs in once again. He is a left-handed batter. And Olmsted turns, goes to first base. Byral back in time. The right fielder game is even closer to the foul line now with a lefty up there. And Navarre in center field is pulled over to right center, so a big gap in left center. Olmsted from the stretch. Delivers. Missed outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield and Green Bay Shockers. The opening round of the Eau Claire River City tournament tonight. 1-1 on Mason Coffrin. Olmsted throws again. Ground ball first base side and just outside the bag foul. First baseman Jones couldn't corral it, but it was out of his reach and foul ground anyway. 1-2 now on Mason Coffrin. Mason looking for a big two-out hit here to keep this inning going. Viral at first base. He runs pretty well. Has a big lead down there. Pitch by Olmsted. Curveball breaks high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Metz with some signs at third base here. So we'll see if Viral's on the move. Gets a good lead down there. The 1-1 or 2-2 to Coffrin. Outside for ball, 3-2. So 3-2 on Coffrin with 2 outs. Viral will be off with the pitch. Mason digs in once again. Olmsted to the belt. And the full count pitch on the way. Outside for ball 4. Coffrin walks, sends Viral to second base. Green Bay coach Clinton Potasek coming out for a word with his pitcher and catcher and infielders. And the heat and humidity could be bothering Olmsted. As we mentioned, he got that water bottle a few moments ago. Coach Potasek out there to address the situation. First 2 Marshfield men went easily this inning. 2 ground outs, then Drexler walked and stole second. Viral singled to score Eli, and now Coffrin has walked to put runners at first and second. You're listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Game 1 of the Eau Claire River City Baseball Classic tonight between Marshfield and the Green Bay Shockers. Right fielder Devin Palmer, the Marshfield batter. Devin has flied to right and bounced to second. 0 for 2. Olmsted working from the stretch. Pitch on the way, in the dirt, blocked, but the runner at second base, Viral, is off to third base. The throw gets down the left field line. Viral is up trying to score. Here comes the throw from Zorn. That's up the line. Viral is in, Coffrin to second base. And Marshfield leads 4-0. Double steal for Marshfield. Close play at third base, but the ball got away from Phillips, the third baseman. Went down the left field line on a throwing error by the catcher, Petska. Viral gets up and he scores. Coffrin holds at second base. 1 ball, no strikes on Devin Palmer. Olmsted checks the base runner. And he delivers a curveball, breaks inside for a ball. 2-0. So Marshfield now on top 4-0. Blue Devils batting top of the 4th here at Carson Park. 2-0 on Palmer. Olmsted throws way outside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. There is a right-hander getting loose in the Green Bay Southwest bullpen. Lucas Frudig, who is a side armor. He's coming underhand. Don't see that on the high school level very often. Olmsted ready, throws once again, and on the inside corner, called strike. 3-1 on Palmer. Don't see guys throwing underhand or sidearm at this early of an age, but Fruity is down there getting loose, and he's throwing in that manner. 3-1 on Palmer. Coffrin at second base with 2 outs. Olmsted from the stretch. Throws once again. And that pitch also on the inside corner. Palmer's been off to first base on the last 2 pitches and called back by the home plate umpire each time. 3-2 on Devin Palmer. Marshfield's cleanup man tonight. Stands back in there. Olmsted ready. And delivers. Ground ball left side and through the third baseman Phillips into left field. Coffrin running third base. He'll try to score. Zorn's throw is cut off. And the throw back to second base is late and Palmer is in there. And Marshfield leads 5-0. The ball skips under the glove of the third baseman Phillips into left field. And that is charged an error on the third baseman Phillips. So no RBI. And Palmer takes second base on the play. Center fielder Riley Bushak now batting. Riley has doubled and scored and fly to center. Coach Patasa coming back out now. And Olmsted will be replaced. And right-hander Lucas Frudig will take the mound for the Green Bay Shockers. Frudig trotting in. Olmsted goes 3 2/3 innings. Allowed 5 runs, 3 earned. Only 1 run this inning will be earned because of the 2 errors by Green Bay. Olmsted is responsible for Palmer at second base, but that would not be an earned run if he does score. Olmsted gives up 6 hits. He walked 2, struck out 2, and hit 1.
The 2018 model year sell down is taking place now at your Wheelers Family Auto Group. Save up to 23% off select in-stock models. We invite you to visit us at any of our 4 locations: Abbotsford, Medford, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
He's not really throwing sidearm here, but he is coming like 3/4. Got a real overhand delivery. Well, big basketball news in Wisconsin today, as the outstanding 6'9" forward from Nicolay High School in Glendale, Jalen Johnson, announcing he'll play his college basketball starting next season at Duke. That's the fall of 2020. Johnson and Jamari Sibley led Nicolay to WIAA Division I state championship last season. He averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds per game. Transferred to Nicolay last summer after 2 years at Sun Prairie, and also brought Sun Prairie to the state tournament the previous year in the spring of 2018. Wisconsin was a contender for Johnson, but he opts for Duke. So Jalen Johnson to Duke in the fall of 2020. Riley Bushak now stands in for Marshfield. Palmer at second base and 2 outs. Frudig from the stretch delivers over the knees, a called strike 1. Our score is Marshfield 5 and Green Bay Shockers 0. Marshfield batting, top of the 4th. Runner at second base and 2 outs. The 0-1 to Bushak. He swings and misses. That pitch may have been inside, but Riley offers. He's behind 0-2. Palmer runs pretty well at second base for a big guy. Bushak stands in once again. Frudig throws way outside for a ball. That was a rather odd pitch. Came off his hand in a rather awkward manner, went way outside. 1-2 on Bushak. So he may throw a trick pitch of some sort, which got away from him on that delivery. Frudig throws again here. In the dirt for a ball, 2-2. Marshfield now up by 5 as the Blue Devils bat here in the 4th inning. 2-2 on Bushak. Riley back in there. Palmer leads at second base. And Frudig throws once again outside for ball 3. 3-2. By the way, there is an 8-run rule during this tournament for tournament games, not a 10-run rule, an 8-run rule after 5 innings. 3-2 on Bushak. Frudig ready. Throws once again. High and away, ball 4. Two men on base for Marshfield. Chandler Schmidt batting. Marshfield shortstop. Singled and scored back in the 3rd. Reached base on an error in the 2nd rather. Reached on an error in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. And takes one in the dirt for ball 1. Marshfield on top, 5-0. Blue Devils batting. Top of the 4th, 2 out, 2 on. 1-0 on Chandler Schmidt. Stands in there. Frudig fires again. And got the outside corner call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. All this coming after 2 out here in the 4th inning. First 2 Marshfield men were retired in this inning. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a big sidearm curveball that floats outside for a ball. 2-1. Fruity came sidearm that time, and lob went up there, but way outside. 2-1 on Chandler Schmidt. Stands in there once again. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. 3-1. Marshfield now by 5. Base hit here could just about break this one open. 3-1 on Chandler Schmidt. Frutig from the stretch as the Marshfield base runners take their leads. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Chandler out in front, count now full, 3-2. And with 2 outs, the base runners will be on the move with the pitch. Schmidt stands back in there. Frutig from the stretch. Runners go. Pitch on the way. Ground ball left side. And bobbled by the third baseman Phillips. The ball goes out to deep short, and there'll be no play as a run scores. And Marshfield leads 6-0. The third baseman Phillips tried to short hop it. He eluded him out to deep short. Kirkish had it, but had no play, and Palmer never stopped running. He goes home from second base. And that's another error on the third baseman Phillips, his second of this inning. Bushak stops at second base on the play. Schmidt to first. And Marshfield now leads 6-0. Luke Erickson, the 9th man to bat for Marshfield in this inning. And Luke has struck out twice today. Frutig throws, low and inside, ball 1. Marshfield has had 6 consecutive batters reach base here in the 4th inning after 2 outs. Runner is going, pitch is high for ball, throw to third base is late. Stolen base for Bushak, and Schmidt behind him takes second base. Blue Devils work a double steal, 2 men in scoring position, and the count on Erickson, 2 balls and no strikes. 4 runs in, only 1 earned. 3 costly errors by Green Bay here in the 4th inning. Fruity gets set and throws, nubbed foul on the third base side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cole Hediger tough to beat with a 6-run lead, and that's what he's got right now. Count on Erickson, 2-1. Frutig from the stretch. Steps off. Good speed on the bases here with Bushak at third base and Schmidt at second. Erickson stands back in, looking for a big 2-out hit here. Frutig sets himself. Throws once again. And the ball hits him in the shoulder. Erickson hit by the pitch to load the bases. Bases loaded for Trajan Bogdanovich. Now the Blue Devils send Matt Hendrick in the ball game to serve as a courtesy runner for Erickson. Matt Hendrick courtesy running for Erickson. Bases loaded, 2 out for Trajan Bogdanovich, who was twice bounced to short. Frutig from the stretch. He throws. Low and inside, ball 1. Bushak at third, Schmidt at second, Hendrick at first with 2 outs. 4 runs in. And Marshfield on top 6-0 here in the 4th inning. 1-0 on Bogdanovich. Frutig throws once again, low and outside for a ball. 2-0. No action in the Green Bay bullpen. Bogdanovich ahead 2-0, no place to put him. He digs in once again. Frutig checks the base runners. Here's the pitch. On the inside corner, called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bogdanovich batting number 8 for Coach Metz today. Stands in there once again. Frutig ready and throws. And got the inside corner. Trajan backed away. He thought that pitch was inside, but it's called strike 2. And the count now evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, Frutig from the stretch. Delivers a big curveball that hits him in the shoulder. Bogdanovich hit by the pitch. Fruity coming down towards the home plate area to argue the ball hit the bat, but the plate umpire says no. Bogdanovich hit by the pitch, and Fruity gets hit 2 in a row. Bushak scores to make it 7-0. Schmidt to third base. Hendrick to second. Bogdanovich to first. Jacob Earl batting, takes a pitch at the knees for a called strike 1. First 2 Marshfield men retired this inning. Then 7 consecutive men reach base. Next pitch hit back up the middle and gets through for a base hit. Schmidt is in. Hendrick will stop at third base, and now a man is off between second and third. 2 men at third base for Marshfield. Ball thrown back to second base and gets into center field, and may go to the warning track. Gets by everybody, and everybody will score. Schmidt and Hendrick and Bogdanovich will all score. 4-run score on the play. And Marshfield leads 11-0. Four runs come in. And now an 11-0 lead for Marshfield. Bases clear. And Eli Drexler, the batter. Pitch by Fruity. Line in the left field line, foul, and in a play for strike 1. Eli back in there. Pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's now Marshfield 11, Green Bay nothing. Marshfield batting here in the 5th inning. This ball found over the roof out of play. 1-2. Nine consecutive men reach base for Marshfield here in the 5th inning. And 4 Green Bay errors in this inning. Next pitch fouled back. Stays 1-2 on Drexler. Eli stands back in. Pitch on the way, and a soft fly ball falls in shallow left field for a base hit. Drexler keeps the inning going with a single to left center field. And Coach Patasa comes back out. And we'll have another pitching change here for Green Bay, as Frutig will leave. Marshfield has scored 9 here in the 4th inning, thanks to 4 Green Bay errors. Right-hander Ryan Davidson is the new pitcher for Green Bay. Ryan Davidson takes over on the mound for Green Bay. And while Davidson takes his warm-up throws, we'll pause for these messages.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford. Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back time and time again for their next new vehicle. Experience small town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford. Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us.
We're in the fourth inning, and the first two Marshfield men this inning were retired on ground balls. The next 10 Marshfield men have reached base, and 9 have scored. The batter is third baseman Isaiah Byral. Davidson from the stretch. Throws foul to the right side of the play for strike one. Our score is Marshfield 11, Green Bay nothing. Marshfield batting, top of the fourth. Drexler at first base and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch to Byral. Line shot to left center field, and the left fielder comes on, dives, and makes the play to end the inning. Diving catch by Kyle Zorn in left field to retire the side. But Marshfield sends 13 men to bat here in the fourth. Blue Devils scored 9 runs, only 1 is earned. On 3 hits, there were 4 Green Bay errors, 3 walks, 2 hit batters, 1 man left on base. Our score after 3.5 innings, Marshfield 11, and the Green Bay Shockers nothing. Back to Carson Park and more baseball in just a moment. Cole Hediger now working with an 11-run lead. As Green Bay comes to bat, bottom half of the fourth, first baseman Liam Jones, the batter. First pitch across for a called strike one. Marshfield on top, 11-0. Green Bay Shockers batting, last half of the fourth. The pitch by Hediger. Pop foul to the screen out of play. 1-1, 0-2. Jones hit by a pitch, his first time up. That's now 50 pitches for Hediger tonight. Jones back in there, no balls, 2 strikes. Hediger from the stretch. Curveball breaks outside for ball. 1-2. Very unusual inning. Marshfield, first 2 men in that inning were retired. Now Hediger throws once again, laced down the left field line, curving and going foul. Bogdanovich gives chase but has no play. 1-2. First 2 men retired. And then 10 straight men reach base and 9 scored. Now there is some throwing in the Marshfield bullpen. Ty Pankratz getting loose for Marshfield. 1-2 on Liam Jones. Hediger gets set. Curveball breaks outside for ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marshfield looking for its 4th consecutive win, and a pretty good chance they may get there. Hediger throws once again. Laced to right field. Palmer comes on, can't make the play. Falls for a base hit. Jones singles to right field and a leadoff base runner for Green Bay. The shortstop Jimmy Kirkish batting. He struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. Right-handed batter. Hediger sets himself. Runner is going. Pitch is over for called strike. Throw to second base is late. Stolen base for Liam Jones. And Green Bay 4 of 4 on stolen base attempts. The count on Kirkish, 0-1. Hediger stays in the stretch at all times. Gets set and delivers. That's over for called strike, 0-2. Some cloud cover. Can't see much sunlight right now, but still a very pleasant evening here at Carson Park. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, up and in for a ball. 1-2. Lights have been on since the outset, really. Even though they really were not needed early, but they are on nonetheless. Ball, 2 strikes on Kirkish. Next pitch is hit foul on the first base side to the first base side grandstand. Still 1-2 on Kirkish. Hediger now approaching 60 pitches for the day. Cole is ready, throws once again, curveball. Way inside, Kirkish backs away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, 4 errors by Green Bay Shockers in that top half of this inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch, rides outside for ball, 3-2. 9 runs for Marshfield, only 1 was earned. 2 hit batters in that frame. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Hediger, ground ball to third. Byroll will grab it, look the runner back, throw to first base for the out. Throw back to second base, and Jones gets there safely. Kirkish retired for out number 1. The third baseman, Caden Phillips, now standing in. Phillips called out on strikes his first time up. 0 for 1 on the day. Right-handed batter. Hediger is set and throws over for called strike 1. It's Marshfield 11, Green Bay Shockers 0. Green Bay batting in the bottom half of the 4th. Base runner at second base and 1 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to third again. Byroll will grab it. Looks the runner back. Throws to first base in time. Runner now going to third base. There's a throw across the diamond. And it is in time. And Jones is out. Byroll throws at Phillips. Then after the throw, Jones took off. And Coffran throws back to Byroll. Jones retired to end the inning. Green Bay in the 4th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. Our line score through 4 innings, Marshfield 11 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 5 men left on base. Green Bay, no runs, 3 hits, 5 errors. The Shockers have left 4. And we'll come back to Carson Park and more baseball in just a moment.
And then 10, and then 21. Okay, got it. And then the other guys will re-enter. Okay, sounds good.
Marshfield comes to bat in the top of the 5th. A reminder once again, this is an 8-run rule tournament. Not a 10-run rule. Leadoff man for Marshfield here in the 5th inning. Jager Johnson will bat for Coffran. Right-hander Ryan Davidson on the mound for Green Bay. Throws outside for ball 1. Marshfield 11, Green Bay 0. Marshfield batting top of the 5th here at Carson Park. The 1-0 to Johnson. Up high for a ball, 2-0. Looks like Davidson might throw some sort of a trick pitch like a knuckleball. He's just kind of flipping the ball up there. Not throwing very hard. The 2-0 pitch on the way. On the outside corner, called strike, 2-1. Jaeger for the year batting .235 with 1 RBI for Marshfield. Gets up close to that plate. Davidson winds and throws again. A big swing and a miss. 2-2. That pitch, I'm sure, quite tantalizing as it comes towards home plate. 2-2 on Jaeger Johnson. Back in there. Davidson into his motion. Throws once again. Fouled back. 2-2. Marshfield with a 9-run fourth inning. Keyed by 4 Green Bay errors and 1 very costly throwing error in which 4 men scored. Next pitch on the way. High fly ball in a shallow right field. Game got a late start. Now comes near the line and makes the catch for the out. On that base hit by Earl. And scored 1 run. Marshfield had a man between second and third. And Eau Claire threw the ball back to second base. Got by the second baseman, got by the center fielder, and all 3 men on the bases scored at that time. Here's Monty Diesler now batting in place of Devin Palmer. Davidson throws, dubbed foul on the third base side for strike 1. Now don't forget, wherever you're traveling, bring along your portable device and go to Tune In, and you can tune in WDLB and or WOSQ to listen to your favorite sports teams in central Wisconsin. Next pitch found behind home plate, 0-2. You can listen to WDLB and or WOSQ at all hours through Tune In on your mobile device. 0-2 on Monty Diesler, young man from Neilsville. He's back in there. Davidson winds and throws once again. Ground ball back to the box, through the box, and through into center field for a base hit. Caught by Davidson by the second baseman Shadry, and Diesler is aboard. Blue Devils have 11 runs, but only 9 hits in this ballgame. Next batter is Matt Hendrick, batting for Riley Bushak. Saw Matt as a courtesy runner a bit earlier tonight. He'll swing the bat for the first time today. Davidson from the stretch. Throws low and outside for ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 11, the Green Bay Shockers 0. Marshfield batting top of the 5th, 1 out and 1 on. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Line to center field, and Navarre comes on. Can't make the play. It's a base hit. Hendrick singles, and Diesler stops at second base. So 2 men on base. And now Logan Schreiner will step in. Batting for Chandler Schmidt. Logan Schreiner batting for the first time. Davidson working from the stretch. And the pitch is hit deep down the left field line, curving and going to go foul. And hits near the batting cages deep in left field, but a foul ball for strike 1. You're listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Carson Park in Eau Claire watching American Legion Baseball tonight. Here's the 0-1 to Logan Schreiner. That's belted toward shallow left center field and gets by the shortstop Kirkham for a base hit. Runners had to hold, but they'll move up 90 feet. Schreiner singles at left center field. Diesler goes to third base. Hendrick to second. Schreiner to first. Bases loaded for Luke Erickson batting for himself. Luke has struck out twice and has been hit by a pitch. 0 for 2 with a run scored. Davidson throws. Line down the right field line, foul. Out of play for strike 1. Marshfield leads it 11-0. Marshfield batting top of the 5th. Bases loaded, only 1 out. 0-1 on Erickson. Davidson ready, throws once again behind Erickson with that slow pitch he throws. 1 ball, 1 strike. Green Bay's defense, 5 errors. That's helped the Marshfield cause quite a bit today. Davidson fires once again, low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Again, it looks like Davidson's throwing a trick pitch of some sort. Curveball, perhaps, just flinging that ball up there. Not hitting his spots real well. 2-1 on Luke Erickson, back in the box. Davidson from the windup here. Gets set and delivers. Ground ball towards deep short. And the third baseman, Phillips, bobbles it, throws across the diamond offline. All hands are safe. A run is in, and Marshfield leads 12-0. Erickson will get an RBI on that play. Diesler scores. Hendrick to third. Schreiner to second. Excuse me, Bushak to third. Here's a base hit to center field for Trajan Bogdanovich. Schreiner stops at third base as Hendrick comes in. And Marshfield leads 13-0. Schreiner to third base. Erickson to second. Bogdanovich to first. So the ball hit by Erickson, mishandled by the third baseman Phillips. That's his third error tonight and sixth in the ball game for Green Bay. Erickson does get an RBI on the play, and then on the next pitch, Bogdanovich singles to score Hendrick. And Green Bay will change pitchers again. Right-hander Brady Shadry, the second baseman, will take over on the mound for Green Bay. The fourth Green Bay pitcher of the night. Shadry, the new pitcher. Kyle Zorn comes in from left field, and he'll play second base.
Let me know when I get back down.
Jacob Earl, the scheduled batter. Once again, there is an 8-run rule during this tournament. Much like college softball, it's on a 10-run rule, an 8-run rule. And good chance we'll have that called after Green Bay bats in this inning. Davidson, who was just relieved on the mound, will take over for Zorn in left field. Still only one out. Jacob Earl, the batter. Jacob has singled twice, scored once, and has 2 RBIs today. Shadry throws here. Up and in for ball 1. Marshfield 13. Green Bay Shockers nothing. Marshfield batting, top of the 5th. Shadry throws, popped up on the right side, going foul, but Liam Jones at first base has a play and grabs it for the out. Earl fouls out for out number 2. Ben Gust will now step in. He will bat for Drexler. Shadry throws. There's a deep drive to left field. Davidson back along the foul line. Gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. That retires the side. Marshfield in the 5th with 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. After 4.5 innings, our score is Marshfield 13, the Green Bay Shockers nothing. We'll report back to Carson Park and more baseball in just a moment.
again, all re-entered.
Our thanks once again to the fine folks at Nasonville Dairy, serving as a major sponsor of Marshfield American Legion baseball this season. Blue Devils trying to wrap up their 8th win of the year. Leadoff batter for Green Bay here in the 5th is Kyle Davidson, now playing in left field. Cole Hediger on the mound for Marshfield. His first pitch on the inside corner for called strike. Marshfield leads it 13-0. Green Bay batting in the last half of the 5th. Hediger throws 0-1. Curveball over his head for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, this is a 2-0 game with 2 outs in the 3rd. And Marshfield scored 9 runs, all after 2 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch, foul tipped. 1-2, and then added 2 more in the 5th inning. And that's where we stand. 13-0 lead for Marshfield. Ball and 2 strikes on Kyle Davidson. He's back in there once again. Hediger is set, throws and missed the outside corner for ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 more ball games for Marshfield here tomorrow. Again, some good competition. Hediger gets set, throws 2-2. Breaking ball on the inside corner, a called strike 3. Nice pitch by Cole Hediger. His 6th strikeout. 1 man down. The right fielder Drew Game, the batter. Marshfield again will play 2 games here tomorrow. 3 o'clock against Winona, 8 o'clock against Eau Claire. Pitch by Hediger. Blowing outside, ball 1. Game, the number 9 man in the batting order for Green Bay. Hediger fires once again, half swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, likely the tournament stays on time with a 5-inning ball game tonight. Eau Claire and Altoona playing at 7:30. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And missed got the outside corner for a called strike. And that's strike 3 on Game. Now Josh Metz coming out. And he's going to run a new pitcher out there, I believe. Ty Pankratz, who was getting loose a few moments ago. Nice hand for Cole Hediger as he leaves. And Ty Pankratz will come in and attempt to get the final out. Nope, they're going to make another change. My mistake. Pankratz is coming in, but to play third base, Isaiah Byrell will pitch. Haven't seen much of Isaiah pitching in the high school ranks or Legion, but Isaiah Byrell is pitching. And Ty Pankratz will play third base. Ty was getting loose in the bullpen earlier.
For Marshfield, now pitching number 2, Isaiah Byrell. Now playing third base, number 34, Ty Pankratz.
Isaiah Byrell now pitching. And he'll face Ben Navarre, the Green Bay center fielder who has singled and flied to center. First pitch is up and in for ball 1. Green Bay batting, bottom half of the 5th. Marshfield on top, 13-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Isaiah Byrell, he's a right-hander. Throws once again, swung on and missed. 1-2. Navarre back in there. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fell back. 1-2. Been following the Cortland crush of the New York Collegiate League this summer. Owen with these Hayden Houts playing for the Cortland Ball Club this summer. And Cortland beat Sherrill today 11-1. Hayden hit a 3-run home run in that ball game. 1-2 on Navarre. Pitch on the way. Got the outside corner to end the ball game. And a convincing performance by the Marshfield Blue Devils to win this one this afternoon. In the fifth for Green Bay, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our final score, the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils 13, the Green Bay Shockers nothing. We'll have a full recap on our post-game report in just a moment.